Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is DeeDee. I've lost a total of 90 pounds following the low carb, keto, and the carnivore diet. Currently, I'm on my carnivore lifestyle, and recently I've been sharing weekly updates for the past 5 weeks regarding my 75 soft challenge. And today's video is usually a 75 soft challenge video. It's not the video that I thought I'd be making, but it's a video that I needed to make today. This is gonna be a really honest one. I'm wrapping up week 6 of the 75 soft challenge, and I realized that I needed to take a step back. Not because I'm giving up or because I failed, but because I've realized that doing everything at this moment in time in my life is just not sustainable for me. Life has been a lot lately, mentally, physically, and emotionally. I've been traveling, working long hours, juggling responsibilities, and honestly, I just hit a wall. But here's the thing, I'm still on this journey. I'm still choosing me. I'm just choosing to do it differently right now. Now let's talk about what happened this week, what led to this decision, and why sometimes stepping back is the strongest thing you can do. This past week felt like everything came to a head. I came into week 6 already feeling stretched. I had just wrapped up a week of traveling for work in New York, and my to-do list was overflowing. I had deadlines that wouldn't let up, and I felt like I was barely keeping up with the demands of my job, let alone my personal goals. I was still eating my meal prep, like my sardines with my scrambled eggs, my boiled eggs with the sausage or the ground beef. But some days I just felt like I was eating to survive. I was just going through the motions, not really savoring the process like I usually would do. In my workouts, some days I was able to get my walk in, but some days I was lucky enough to get 5 minutes of standing at my desk. I just felt like I wasn't moving intentionally and I was just moving to survive. And the reading goal, reading and or podcast. I miss more days than I even want to admit to y'all. And that is not intentional. It's just because some days, by the time I was done with work, my brain was done. I was over it. I wasn't reading anybody's book or listening to any podcast. I had the best intentions. But by day 41, I knew it wasn't working for me anymore, at least not in this season. Now, one thing that surprised me was how quickly the pressure started building. I remember starting this challenge. I was so excited. I wanted that structure. I wanted to prove that I can commit again after vacation, but somehow, somewhere between juggling work, life, and this challenge, it stopped feeling good and it started feeling more like a burden. Seemed like every day I was trying to hit a mark. Did I move enough? Did I drink enough water? Did I listen to my podcast or did I read? Did I do my mindset work? Am I eating clean enough? At some point, that checklist became more about avoiding guilt instead of celebrating my growth. Now, let me say this is not a critique of the 75 Soft Challenge. That framework is actually amazing. It can really help you stay accountable and stay on top of your routines. But when life is really hard, for me, it just felt like one more mountain to climb. I remember sitting at my laptop over the weekend. This was like Friday night. It was around 10:30 at night, and I was working. And I started thinking to myself, wait, I haven't walked today. I didn't read anything. Am I drinking enough water? And then I started stressing myself out because I also realized that day was so busy, I didn't film anything. Now, I don't know if any of you watching also create content on the side of your actual job, but it is challenging. And having that pressure of making sure that I'm filming myself every single day because I know that I want to make sure that I post a video, it's a lot of pressure because you all are the reason that I'm able to continue doing this, that continue to inspire me, motivate me, because I believe in you and you all believe in me. But that was the moment when I was sitting at my desk on my laptop, still working at Friday night, where I asked myself, is this helping me or is it hurting me right now? And that was the turning point for me. That was the moment that I actually gave myself permission to pause. Now, I will tell you that was not an easy decision, and I've thought over and over again on whether or not I should make this video. It was a hard decision for me because I've worked so hard to build consistency. I'm sharing my journey publicly, and honestly, I just don't want to feel like a quitter. But I had to remind myself that choosing rest is not a weakness. Choosing peace is not a failure. And choosing your mental health is not quitting. I took a step back and I asked myself, DeeDee, what do you really need in this season? And the truth is, it's less pressure. I needed fewer check boxes and more margin within my day. I felt a lot of emotion, but I'll be honest with you, while making that decision and even while making this video, I feel a little bit of relief. I feel like I could breathe again. So if you're watching this and you feel like you're barely holding it together, this is your reminder that it is okay to pause. You're allowed to shift and you are always allowed to choose you. Now let's talk about what I've learned these past 6 weeks. Now, just because I didn't finish does not mean that it wasn't powerful. I learned how important routine is. Now, even though I didn't stick to it perfectly every single week, having that structure actually helped me reset after vacation. I also learned that I can say no to things that no longer serve me, even though they once did. I learned that I thrive in accountability, but that accountability can also become pressure if I'm not grounded in my why. And most of all, I learned that I do not have to earn my rest, and I don't have to wait until burnout to give myself permission to pause. If you take nothing else from this video, take this. Your worth is not measured by your productivity. You are allowed to be proud of your progress, even if it's not perfect. So where do I go from here? Well, I'm still eating carnivore. That hasn't changed. It works for me. It keeps me full, focused, snatched, and no bloating. I'm also still moving my body, just not with the pressure of hitting 45 minutes, 6 days a week. So most likely I'm gonna transition back to my 3 days a week, moving my body. Some days I'll stretch, some days I'll walk, maybe hit some weights, whatever feels good. I just wanna do something that is sustainable for me. And of course, I'm still gonna be uploading my videos. I'll still be sharing what I'm eating in a day, meal prep, tips from my weight loss journey, etc. That's not gonna stop. I'm just giving myself the space to not be in a challenge right now and just live in my wellness lifestyle. And I'm actually thinking about coming back to the 75 soft or maybe even trying 75 hard, but in the new year when things slow down. I just wanna make sure I can give it my full focus and energy. And next time I'm gonna approach it with more grace and more flexibility. Now I know some of you actually joined the challenge with me back in June. And if you're still on the challenge, I just wanna say I am so proud of you. I know it's not easy, and I know there's some days where things just seem so heavy, but you still show up. And that is something that you need to be proud of. Please, please keep going, okay? Keep going and always make sure that you're showing up for you. But if for some reason you ever feel like you have to stop, just know that stopping does not erase your progress. We're in a community. So if you're doing your best, however that looks, you're already winning. And I want you to know that even though I'm smiling, there is a small part of me that is a little bit disappointed. I wanted that I did it moment or that 75-day victory dance, that before and after screenshot, all of that. I wanted that. But I've learned that determination does not always look like a perfect streak. Sometimes it looks like starting, stopping, recalibrating, and then coming back even stronger. And I'm not walking away from my health goals. I'm still walking towards them with even more wisdom than I had before. So that's my truth. This challenge did not end in the way that I expected it to, but it gave me exactly what I needed: clarity, insight, and a reminder to lead with compassion. If you're on your own health journey, whether it's 75 soft, 75 hard, low carb, keto, carnivore, or just trying to better yourself, just know that you are doing better than you even think you are. Thank you for being part of this community, and thank you for showing up for you. As always, thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.